Welcome back to Maria's DIY World and Merry Christmas. It's 2 days after Christmas. We celebrate on the 24th. So it's the 26th today, and I am like all other parents now in the aftermath. So I'm not assembling any longer and I don't need batteries, but I have to do a little something for my son. So he has been swearing and stomping and crying and complaining about his Wi-Fi connection. So he wants to game and he's on a wireless connection and that's just not working. So I gave him a cord for Christmas. So now I have to connect it and I know zero about that. But I don't want to, because right now I am stood in this little room where I have my washer and internet and all kinds of stuff in here. And I don't want the cord to go across the floor. So I want to go up in the attic, in the ceiling. But I need to test out where to put, like where the connection is in this little box. So I guess that's where my Wi-Fi enters the house. I know nothing about this, and I guess that's just kind of the internet. Like, I don't know. So I can either connect over here, which I think makes most sense because that's where it enters, and it does say LAN 2, but it also does in here. So, or port, I don't know. So, since I know nothing about this, I am going to just connect over the floor for, just to test it out, and then I can go through the ceiling and all that stuff afterwards. So I'm just really glad that I did some research before I bought this, because I didn't know that there were different cables. So this one is a 6 something. Well, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be good. I don't know. I did some research and I bought this. So let's see if I can figure out how to, which port to use. Well, at least this part is easy because there's only one single place to put this. So we have Wi-Fi connection, a huge mess, and a more silent keyboard. Oh yeah, I won't be able to hear that anymore. Does it freeze?
Still hear me?
It doesn't freeze up?
No,
not yet?
It does not freeze.
So maybe I hit the right port out there. We are testing.
Huh? What?
I'm just saying that we're testing to see if it's stable or not, because his screen freezes up and drives him crazy. So now I just have to go into the attic. Yoo-hoo! Freezing cold up there. So now that that's working, I need to cut a hole in my ceiling. And that cord is really, like the head of it is really big. So it's a big hole. It is a plaster wall, so I could actually cut in the plaster instead. Yeah, need to figure that out. So I've spent a couple of hours trying to ignore the fact that I need to go up here. Let me just close the door. Because the insulation is right here on the ceiling, so it's insulated out there, and it's 5 degrees outside right now, 5 degrees Celsius. So it's gonna be cold and dirty and dark. All right, I need to go to the far corner down there. Oh my god, I'm kind of thinking this might not be working because That brick wall is Valdemar's room and it's far in there. I don't think I can get in there. So I was just in the far corner over there behind this. That's my window skylight. And I have to go through, well, that's a good part. There used to be an exhaust from my gas heater over here. So it will be nice and easy to go through over there. But yeah, let me just get back down and I'm just gonna drill a hole in the ceiling and hope for the best. See if I can catch the cord. If I can't, it's a fail. Okay. Okay, let's try and make it even bigger. So this is a 14. My nephew, who's an electrician, said that I needed a 20 or 21 up here. So I'm kind of hoping this is big enough. I bought this when I made a foot for my co-worker Sabina's lamp. So I'm also cracking the trim up here, but well, let's see. Okay, I've got a hole and a tear, but let's see if I can get something through. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to just shove it through, but I don't want to ruin it because it is aerated concrete and plaster wall, so dust could get in here. I'm just gonna tape it up and also maybe make it a little smaller here. I don't know if it's gonna go through. I'm going to try. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. Yeah. Okay. Not working. Let me try and make it bigger. Okay. Let's see. I'm sort of getting through. I'm hitting something up here. What's up there? In a second, the neighbor is gonna come ask me why I'm drilling into her wall. No, don't worry. It's a triple wall right here, so it's not a problem. You know what? Maybe I should go and see if I can see a hole. Alright, so we found out where it comes through. There is a piece of wood this way, a beam, and then there is something, a piece of wood here, and then there's a brick, so it's right between those three places, so it might be able to get through, but to make sure, I think we need a guide and a way to pull it through, so I'm just using metal wire.
The hole is too little.
Yeah, it's kind of small, but if we get this wire through, and I got pliers now, so I can, oh, now I need to cut this. I have a plier now, so maybe I can grab it and I can pull from one end. Let me just make sure this is long enough so I have something to pull on. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. I have a beam and a brick and a piece of wood and plastic in the background. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Okay, Valdemar. Se om du kan skubbe dem igennem. Så bøj den nogle gange, sådan at du kan skubbe den op. I have to do this left-handed. Oh my god, I'm shaking. I'm very uncomfortable in this position. Jeg kan høre den.
Den kommer meget op.
Jeg kan ikke se den endnu. Jeg kan se den. Lidt længere. Let's see.
Har du den?
Nej. Jeg vil lige nødt til at prøve at gøre det med højre hånd. Den er med, hvor langt den. Jeg kan ikke komme derind. Kan jeg? Jamen bare have den der. Okay. I got the wire. Nu skal du prøve. Stille og roligt at stoppe det der op i hullet.
Ja, jeg gør det.
Prøv du at stoppe den op i hullet?
Ja. Hold os måske for lille.
Ja, det ved jeg godt. Oh gosh. Kan du ikke prøve at vikle lidt? Kan du ikke prøve at wiggle? Jeg har ikke nogen idé om, at den rammer. Oh my god, jeg ryster. Alright, I had to give up on that space because it was too small, so I made a new hole. And look at that. I got it. Oh my god. Alright, let's try and retract. Yeah?
Skal jeg tage stikket ud fra internettingelsen?
Ja.
Okay.
Vi bytter ender. Oh my god, I'm hot. But I got it. I got it. Oh my god. I did it. Now I have a mess to clean up in Valdemar's room, but it's through. Right through the ceiling. That's my gas heater exhaust, the old one. Now I have a air to water heat pump. I'm just gonna deal with that wire cord in a second, but now I can connect it and clean up in Valdemars room. Okay, let's see if I can get this off so it's not in the way, but I'm shaking so much. It's all tangled up here. Okay, I really just my paint symbols in here. Port 1. Okay, maybe just this way. I'm shaking so much I can't get it in there. Okay. I did it. So, since I already have a huge hole up here, I might as well just cut some of the ceiling so I can put the cord up there. Should wear a mask. Alright, I really have some repairs to do over here now, but it fits now. I just maybe have to take that out. Okay, let's put these nails back up. Okay, so I damaged the wall, but yeah, we'll just repair it. I have a huge hole over here now. I'll just fill it in. So if you go back a year and watch Valdemar's room makeover, you will see that the wall that I'm working on now has a color that I mixed myself. It says Valdemar's room mix on your own or mixed myself. And that's pretty solid. So there will be no touch-up using that color. So I do have some, he has 2 wall colors in there. And in that corner, there's a greenish blue color as well. So I might just, you know, paint that onto the wall because I don't really have a choice. Or I don't touch up at all, which won't look good. So while Valdemar isn't here, he's out riding his bike with a friend, I'm just gonna add this cord hider thing in the corner of his room. I think I have to cut it. And then there was a faster way, which was good because it was really tough on my fingers. Well, let's do something. Okay. It's pretty big. But at least it will be straight. I hope. I'm telling you, he is liking his Wi-Fi connection a lot. And I'm loving the fact that I can't hear his keyboard any longer. I seriously considered just cutting the whole wall off now that I was at it when I was adding this in. Maybe that would have been a little excessive, but I really want to insulate it. Okay, let's see if I can peel some tape here. One. Put it all the way up here. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Need to pick 2. All right, it's a little big, but I was thinking about painting this blue greenish color over here, but because of this cable hider thingy, I decided not to because it's grayish white. So I am going to just, right now they're brown. If I paint with white, maybe try and put a little black in it, maybe try and mix a gray, I can hide it better than right now. So yeah, that's a plan. So I have the Walnut 11, which is 1 tone lighter than my walls. So I'm just gonna try and see what that looks like on the wall. I don't actually think it will work because this has a brownish undertone and the one that's already up here has a black. But this is very brownish gray up here, so difficult to see what is shadows and what is white spots from the dust. It's a cement covered brick wall, so it's pretty textured. Or rough is the proper term here. Very rough. I don't hope that I'll be able to see these spots too. That they're going to be too obvious, because I did water the paint down a little bit in this corner because I was running out of paint last year, and I was doing this room on a $0 budget because I didn't have any money last year. Okay, so it has had time to dry, cure, and to my surprise, I actually managed to conceal it completely. So the colors blend in nicely, just as it's supposed to. And you can't even tell that I painted with a different color up here. So I'm very, very, very pleased. I think that was the best possible outcome now that I'm not tearing down the wall and putting the cord inside the wall and insulating and doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's that. I have another aftermath after, Christmas aftermath that I'll be doing in my next video. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, thank you for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.